On the block, sports talk, Yankees, Mets, Knicks, New York. On the block, sports talk, Giants, Jets, Nets, let's go. On the block, sports talk, Philly, Miami, Dallas, Buffalo. On the block, sports talk, NBA, MLB, NFL, we got it all. On the block, sports talk. 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 Directed.
What's up, what's up? New edition of On the Block Sports Talk. Here with the usual suspects. Got my man Kung Fu Panda in the building. You know, I'm the handler. My man Jet Nation, Nick Nation in the building. Got my man Dre here. We got some stuff to talk about. We got college basketball. We got free agency. We got the Knicks tumbling. We got the Nets. We don't know what they're doing. We got the UFC fight tonight. Puerto Rico beats USA in the World League Baseball Classic. Got some stuff to talk about. We're going to start it off with Georgetown Syracuse last night. That was big last night. You know
Yeah, big win.
And that's on you, man. You got the floor in there. That's your team.
Oh, no. I mean, you know, I took a lot of heat this season for 2 losses in the regular season. But I did say, it was all in the Big East tournament.
One of the most important.
That's right. We're on our way. We're gonna play Louisville tonight at 8:30. I like our chances. Our boys are starting to step up. Trisha's stepping up. He's starting to score. Most importantly, Sutherland is starting to score. That's what we needed. We needed a 1-2 punch. And last night was a good game. A little controversy at the end.
It's a great game last night.
The
That
referees
foul,
made the call.
you can't make that call.
But those were not Big East referees. Those are Big Ten referees.
But you still can't make that kind of call to decide the end of the game. That's a horrible call. You gotta let them play that out. You know what I'm saying? You don't let the ref decide the game.
You let them swallow the whistle. They got to swallow the whistle. But hey, they made those calls, put them on the limelight, took away a little bit away from our win. But in overtime, we prevailed.
It's a great game last night. Syracuse was up most of the game. Georgetown never had a lead. I don't even think they took a lead the whole game. They just tied it.
Yeah, we just tied it at the end.
But they came back from 8 down. You know, it was a good game. Otto Porter, he made some clutch shots. Syracuse at the end, I think they slowed the tempo down. For some reason or another, Jim Boeheim has this thing where when they get the lead, they take their foot off the pedal there, which is a bad thing because they're a running team. They're not a...
They can't go.
They're not half-court
team.
Yeah, they're not
Georgetown switched their defense from playing zone in the second half to playing the man. That shut them down pretty much for the whole second half.
Which kind of disturbs me because we play zone. We should break that. We should break that. That should be practice for us. So we gotta watch out for that in a big dance. But for right now, I'm good. Go Orange. Yeah.
It was great. Great game last night. One of the Big East classics. There's always what would you say your best Big East game wasn't, championship game wasn't throughout the years? Because this is the last year of the Big East. So, tonight that's it. It's a wrap. With certain teams, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can go back Georgetown.
UConn and Georgetown game with Ray Allen.
And overheated over Allen Iverson.
There you go.
Got some big games. Syracuse, Pearl Washington. Going up against Chris Mullins and them.
The Johnny Flynn game.
Johnny Flynn, McNamara. Who's won the most Big East games throughout, championships throughout the tournament?
It's between us and Georgetown. Syracuse and Georgetown.
Syracuse and Georgetown, or Syracuse and UConn?
No, it's between us, Syracuse and Georgetown.
Just got into the game really.
Okay, but UConn had
they won a few.
They won quite a few. I was always a St. John's guy coming up. You know what I'm saying? I was always Walter Berry, Chris Mullins, So,
Mark Jackson.
Yeah, Mark Jackson and them. So I was always, but I think the games back then, I guess because it's in our time, maybe I was a little more into college basketball, was a little more better then.
It was.
To me. You know what I'm saying?
Seasoned college players.
More seasoned college players. You know what I'm saying? We go back, you got Ray Allen, Allen Iverson, Pearl Washington, Derek Coleman, Walter Berry, Chris Mullins, Patrick Ewing, Joe. Half them guys are going to be Hall of Famers, if not already, with Chris Mullins in them. But great game last night. Next week we'll start with the March Madness. We'll get our brackets going. We don't have that yet, but talking about going over to the ACC. Duke loses to Maryland last night, which helps your guys out because y'all had a problem with Duke, North Carolina guy. You know, y'all had a problem with Duke throughout the year, especially Curry. Y'all
It's not a clear path,
but Maryland won a big game last night. A game that I thought that Duke would win, and they came through. This tournament is crazy. What do you like to get your chance against Maryland today? I think North Carolina. I don't think Maryland matches up well against North Carolina. To be honest,
we got a chance against Maryland, so I expect us to beat Maryland today.
What time is
I'm
that
worried
game?
about Miami if they advance.
What time is that game?
7.
7 o'clock tonight. Yeah, Miami of Ohio. They won last night. Who they beat?
Miami played.
Panthers.
It wasn't Louisville, right?
No, Louisville in the Big East. Louisville beat Notre Dame last night to make it to the Big East final.
I think it might be North Carolina State. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's what it was.
We'll get on with that. But again, one of my teams that I like that lost was Michigan. They lost in Big Ten.
Bubble team.
Big Ten. They lost to Wisconsin. Wisconsin plays Indiana tonight for the Big Ten.
Wisconsin championship. You don't want to sleep on. Wisconsin always brings it every year.
That's two.
They're top Elite 8 team in the
tournament
every year.
They're ranked 22nd though, but they're big.
Yeah,
very
big. But I like Indiana in this case over here. You know what I'm saying? I think Indiana's a little more polished. I think they're a little more bigger, and that's the case. I like Michigan. They're my team for college, but they're small. You know, they're small, and that's their problem. But they get beat on the boards. You know, that's a big problem. Yeah, it was Wisconsin and Indiana tonight. You got Louisville against Syracuse tonight, and we got North Carolina against Maryland tonight. So and plus we got some other ones, but those are the main ones. Switching over to the NBA, which is some stuff to talk about. You want to go Brooklyn first? Or you want to go New York? Pick your poison. Well, you know what? Brooklyn's playing better than New York right now. So we'll fan this. Is basically.
We don't want to break it down yet.
This could be easy show already.
Break it down.
Oh, it could be the Panther show today. Panther TV. Panther TV.
So let me get on.
Okay.
All right. So Brooklyn's looking pretty damn good.
They have been.
Lopez is looking good. Great. Darren Williams, what people have been talking about, he's stepping up his game, hasn't he?
Maybe he's getting healthy. He possibly could be getting healthy.
Losing a little bit of weight and his ankles are healthy. Yeah. Averaging at least 18 a game.
Like Troy said, he's not looking like a linebacker. He's looking like a linebacker.
18 a game, 7 assists.
Big loss in Philadelphia the other night, though.
Oh, yeah, we slept. That was a trap game. That's what you would call a trap game. But we came back against New Orleans and brother-on-brother violence. Unfortunately, Robin had to take it. Robin is Batman, so you know how that goes. Wasn't the dunk of the week, but I'll take it.
Yeah, we'll get back to that.
I'll take it
later on in the show, though. Because the Knicks play the Clippers tomorrow, but we'll talk about that in a minute.
So we went 4 for 5 in that trip, and we're going on our West Coast trip.
Well, y'all play Atlanta tomorrow before you're going to the West Coast trip.
Yeah, and that's always
that's a big game. That's a big game because y'all beat Atlanta earlier,
and they came back and got us.
And they came back and got y'all. No, but y'all just beat them recently, though. Y'all beat them.
Yeah, we beat them recently, but they beat us the first time. So.
Right, so this is the third matchup, and y'all played them in Brooklyn. Y'all need to win.
No, we played them in Atlanta.
Y'all playing them in Atlanta?
We played them in Atlanta.
So you started your road trip already, then?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Come on, Panda.
I'm bugging out.
Come on, Panda.
We play them here in Brooklyn, and then we go to Detroit on our road trip. We start our road trip with Detroit, Dallas, Clippers, Phoenix, Portland, Denver, and Utah. Now that's a road trip. That's gonna make us or break us.
Basically the same road trip that the Knicks are almost coming off of right now. You know, they played 3, they got 2 more to go. But speaking of Brooklyn, how many games back? They're only 1.5 games.
Yeah, 1.5 games back now, man. You keep slipping, sliding.
You know,
nobody takes that spot. But
but I think that West Coast trip is coming at the wrong time.
Well, for both of us, I think.
Well, we'll see. We're not, you shouldn't be worried about the Knicks. You just got to worry about winning.
No, I'm worried about my spot. I'm not worried about winning.
Well, you just worry about winning.
I'm worried about winning and worried about Derrick Rose because we might have to play them in the first round.
Derrick Rose not coming back.
Derrick Rose, no.
I think he's
are you guys a little switching over to the subject about that? You guys a little disappointed in that?
No. Take your time, brother. Get healthy, man. Get healthy. Don't rush yourself back. Your team's not gonna win the chip this year. start over, hit the reset button for next year.
There's reports that he just don't think that they're good enough to win. That's not why he's not coming back. They say physically he's able to come back, but listen, everybody's talking about that because Adrian Peterson came back. AP is AP. He was like Superman. I don't think that'll ever happen to any other player. But he's saying that his hamstrings are burning, Mustafa, during and after workouts. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta let it heal. Muscle tears and stuff like that, and ligament structures sometimes, man, can take up to 6 months to be effective. At his level that he's playing, if I was him, I would sit out. I would sit out, get healthy. You're a franchise player. Why risk it?
Right. Could he not be coming back because he feels Dre that he don't think they're championship caliber enough to take that? What if they were championship caliber and he was ready to come back? You think he would come back?
No, they're playoff going. They're going to the playoffs.
They're going, but they're not. Are they They're not championship caliber though. They're first, second round.
Yeah, everybody says that they can give Miami a good run for that first round or so. Even if they meet them in the second round.
Last year, you see what happened to them, right?
Yeah.
Take your time, brother.
Take your time.
Take your time, man.
So I don't think that the Nets will see Derrick Rose though.
Well, hopefully not. Anyway, they're a great team. No matter what, 7-game series.
So Brooklyn's in fourth place right now.
Yeah, we're in fourth place. We got
possibly be in third place.
Home court advantage, which I like. It's Miami and 4 other teams in our conference. That's what it is. It's Miami and 4 other teams. We just gotta.
Don't sleep on Boston.
No.
Don't sleep on Boston. No, I know so. Don't sleep on Boston. They played great. They played great without Rondo. I for one thought that they wouldn't play as well with Rondo out, but they played just as good, not even better. Matter of fact, Bradley might be a better on-defender guy than Rondo is. The way he plays defensive, yes.
Bradley is. He's on the defensive team. He's like a Bruce Bowen or something.
Well,
right
no
now,
doubt,
man. So,
no doubt, and he can score a little bit though, and he can hit the open shot. But Brooklyn's got an opportunity, man. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
They got 38-27. Hopefully, the next 5 games they'll be maybe 41 and 29.
That West Coast trip is going to be something.
Yeah.
It's going to make us a break.
Well, Phoenix is beatable right now. You know what I'm saying? Phoenix is beatable.
They all run up and down. I mean, we can hopefully we can keep up. That's what I'm saying. You know, we got a good bench.
Your bench has been playing well.
I love my Reggie Evans.
Yeah.
He's the muscle. That's what I was saying. You don't need Brooklyn running up and down getting rebounds when you got.
Well, he can't run up and down. He's not.
And Wallace.
You still got to average more than 6 rebounds, though.
There's
no excuse for that.
When we got 2 beasts like that, let him score. Let him score.
Like I said, he still has to average, but he's playing well, so you can't knock the Nets right now for what they're doing. I think they need a little more out of Wallace, though. You know what I'm saying? His game has slipped up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I haven't been here about Crash, my man. He's been doing more crashing and fouling people than anything else. So he needs to step his game up. Joe Johnson gonna be Joe Johnson.
Yeah, Joe is gonna be Joe. I'm not worried about
Dan
him.
Williams has been playing well, so Nets is on the roll.
And Blatch. Always bet on the Blatch.
Well,
I love my Blatch.
He can
and
score.
PJ is doing something. He's putting Blatch and Lopez on the floor at the same time, which is devastating.
That's
right
looking
now.
good for them. I like that.
People can't match up with that. So I'm liking where we're going. I just want to see what we're going to do in the West Coast experience.
Okay. Going on to the other side of town.
Hey guys.
Knicks is slipping. You know what I'm saying? Like falling fast. A couple of weeks ago, I didn't make last week's show. I'd like to thank my man Big Joe for filling in for me. Did a great job. Good job, Big Joe. And I know he's out of town right now. And I know me and him text throughout the couple of games throughout the Knicks series when they played Denver and the Golden State game. They looked bad. You know, they looked fantastic last week against Utah. But Utah is just really playing that bad right now. Utah is really slipping. They're slipping. And Melo, he's not healthy right now. He's not healthy right now. You saw that in the Golden State game.
What I have a little problem with Sonny did on his trip. It's just irking me.
Okay.
Even going on the trip.
During the Golden State game, Knicks was playing and he was coming out. It was coming out of a timeout. Knicks was doing all right, and Woody yelled at him. He yelled something at him, and they got into a little something, a little quick. And Carmelo hasn't been the same ever since Woody screamed at him. Shut down. Ever since that scream at, he called like a little temper tantrum, and he hasn't been playing good team basketball, man.
But like we've seen, Coach Woodson, he's been screaming at everybody. He holds everybody accountable. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I don't know if his job's on the line. the way he's been coaching, the starting five that he's been putting out. I don't think he's been putting out his best five, but you know, coaches really coach when injuries come down. Look at Doc Rivers. You lose key players. You know what I'm saying? Other guys got to step up. You got to get other mixes. A big blow to the Knicks. We didn't get to talk about it. Wasn't talking about on the show last week because didn't know about it till last Saturday night. The Amari Stoudemire thing.
That's right.
The Amari Stoudemire thing. The guy's been playing well. You know, giving him a low post presence, averaging 14.6 rebounds coming off the bench. He looked like he's just getting his game back, and then next thing you know, his right knee is out broken. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just bad luck right now.
It's another year at the end of the season that Amari's not around.
Okay, Mark.
Don't say no, please. He's out there fouling people. He's out there beating people up. Okay? Okay? Yeah, right. Okay? So, listen. It's not what I expected. Thank you. Because a couple of weeks ago, he was the savior. You know what I'm saying? He was the savior. You know, am I right or wrong, Joe? We got K on and you know, KD was the listen. No, and right now the Knicks are just looking old. You know what I mean? And slow. And J Kidd, he slowed down tremendously.
Yes.
You know, they're a mediocre team right now. It's a bad time to be mediocre going into the playoffs. You know, are they the 18-5 Knicks early in the season? Probably. They probably won't be because they had guys healthy. You know what I'm saying? J Kidd was playing at a pace that nobody thought he would be playing at. Melo playing at a pace everybody was healthy. The only guy that has been playing well on this West Coast trip that I will say is Iman Shumpert. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big fan of his, but he's been playing well, actually. J.R. Smith's been stepping up his game without a doubt, even though he gets erratic at well, but he's been playing well.
He's been the savior, really.
He's been keeping the Knicks in games, you know what I'm saying? Without a doubt. That foul, that knucklehead movie he did it in Golden State, you know, that's things you can expect from J.R. He's up and down like that.
Yeah.
Okay, the Golden State game, Knicks long trip, coming from they played the night before. Shouldn't have played that well, but that's the worst they played. Okay, and then you go to Denver. All right, well, you got a lot of ex-Knicks coming into Mile High. But Denver's one of them teams that, listen, they just like Miami as far as their home court. They're no joke.
6 seed?
They're no joke. And Melo just wasn't healthy. Just not ready to come back. He just wasn't ready to come back. He tried to come back to it. You know what I'm saying? But they just couldn't. And then you go to the Trailblazers, to Portland, where you might be able to steal the game. Knicks was up by 14 at one time, looking good first half, and then they just fell apart because this kid Leonard, he's the real deal. He's the real deal. He made my man Felton look like, yo, I'm glad you left.
Yo, man, that's so embarrassing. It has to be so embarrassing, man. You know, he smoked him last night.
So what are we figuring out about this Knicks team? Novak, he can't. I think he makes it to the playoffs. He's 2 for 15.
He's making it to the playoffs. He's making it to the playoffs.
Probably might slide in.
I don't care what team it is. And you know what? One thing I'm laughing the other night watching Golden State Knicks game. We had a debate a couple of weeks ago. David Lee, Chandler. Listen, David Lee leads the league in double doubles. I rest my case.
I want to go back.
I rest my case, man.
I want to go back to that because it was a couple of weeks ago.
I rest my case, man. If nobody ain't throwing lobs to Chandler and he ain't done.
Thank you, Tyson. Thank you, man. You made me look good on the show, man.
All right, show indeed.
All that hollering and everything.
Thank you.
Hey, but my man still got that ring, though.
You got
I know. Before you get too giddy,
I'm not gonna get giddy. I'm not gonna say he did.
Right.
I'm not gonna say it, but he had the right piece around him.
Yeah.
Trey used another one. Okay. You know what I mean? Trey, not being that you don't talk that easy either. That's right. Another one. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think they were. They play the Clippers tomorrow.
Yeah.
Clippers are playing pretty well right now, even though they did pretty
damn well.
They had a loss to Memphis the other day.
Yeah. Oh, but that was a physical team.
So what? You still lost though. For some reason they're unable to beat the real good teams.
Real physical teams. Can you be as physical as Memphis against the Clippers? That's the thing.
You know, Memphis got those two bigs. They got those two bigs, and Denver was able to beat Memphis last night, and Memphis played their game last night in Denver. And Denver won 87-80. They only scored 87 points.
True.
But you got bigs in Denver, too. And they run up and down the field. and that atmosphere too, they probably ran out of gas also. So, you know, I don't know. But, you know, the Knicks ran out of gas the other night. I don't know what happened in Portland. Portland's just playing well right now. They're not a playoff team, but if they was in the East, they'd probably be in the mix right now, without a doubt. West is just better than the East as far as their teams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No doubt.
Competition amongst the West.
But the Knicks play Clippers tomorrow. Melo, he's back. He's back with the team. Game time decision. Do you think he should play, Drake?
No.
If you're not healthy, man, just chill. You know, don't hurt your knee. We don't need
not ready. If he's not ready again, don't force it.
Relax.
He forced it when he went out there in the Denver game. He should have just been in New York getting his knee drained in if that was the case.
Well, you know what I think the case was, Troy? Panda, I think he didn't get to play Denver the year before because of the schedule.
Yeah.
He didn't get to play him last year.
Yeah, but you
and he was down to go into Denver. And he knew, and all Knicks fans knew that we didn't have a chance if Melo don't play. So he tried to play. He gave it his best. It's not like he's not trying out there.
Yeah.
He's just hurt. He's hurt. You see it. You know what I'm saying? He has no lift. No, he's just hurt right now.
Tried too hard to get hurt more, and
let him play.
Throws us off even more.
Let him play.
You say let him play?
Yeah, so we can get that third spot.
Well, you saying
that's not
well, it's a nationally televised game. You know, I think he's going to give it a shot. I think he'll go out there. He'll give it a shot.
You know what? I'd rather him sit out and us get blown out by 30 than for him to play that game and injure his knee.
Okay, then you got Utah the following night. So you might be able to beat Utah because Utah's been playing well. But they're in Utah, and Utah's a much better team at home.
At home.
On the road. And I'm sure they're going to want to get the Knicks back to playing as bad as they have the other night. So, do we go?
I think let him play just so he can stay a little active and design plays around, so he don't have to drive as much. You know, he's a good shooter. He's a good shooter. Design plays so that he can shoot from the outside. You need him in a clutch.
Well, the bottom line, that's the teams that figured out against
that.
Teams that figured out that if the Knicks ain't hitting 3-pointers,
there's nothing you can stop them easily.
You can stop them because there's no inside presence.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Amari was the inside presence where you can see where he went and with the Olajuwon thing, it did wear him up because he had some low post moves, which he never had before.
He was
looking good.
Looking good for a while.
We was hammering on the show at the beginning when he first came back, but Amari was the key in that. Listen, he had Amari coming off the bench with JR. Knicks was looking good, even though they had that loss to Miami, that loss to the Clippers, but they were still looking good though.
Competitive.
But
let me ask you this.
Sure.
Let me ask you this. Which injury is worse for the NBA right now, Carmelo or Kobe's?
Kobe's going to be back.
Yeah,
Kobe's going to be back. And
it's a sprained ankle.
But those sprained ankles. Look at Tony Parker though. He played what 12 minutes last night.
He tried to play the other night.
Played 12 minutes last night. Didn't win. But Lakers are playing well. They won without him. And Indianapolis, which helps the Knicks out there. That was a big help out. That was a big help out.
Thank you, Kobe.
Yeah, big help out. But they're playing better. And he's got that team on his back right now.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt. Dwight Howard's playing the way he should be playing. Steve Nash playing. They're starting to gel at the right time.
It's like Dwight Howard had that LeBron thing where he had to just go to Orlando and get that over with, and now it's like, I'm good now.
But he's been playing well since the All-Star break, though. Actually, you know what I'm saying? Him and Kobe has been getting along, and I think if LA makes the playoffs, which it look like they might, they even might get that 7th seed. I think he stays in LA next year.
That's all to say. That's
possible. That's possible. I think he stays in LA next year.
That's very possible.
Because you see what they could have, and they see that they're playing well together, and I'm sure LA's going to get more pieces. You know what I mean? So
it will be his team soon. Kobe won't be around.
Yeah, that's true. The reason I bring that up, the NBA, those two franchises are most important in the NBA.
No doubt.
New York, Lakers, Boston, Philly. Sometimes they need those. They need those two teams. Chicago. They need those teams in the playoffs to bring up the revenue, bring in the interest. So I'm hoping they both make the playoffs and make some noise.
Well, I think LA's going to make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Because Utah's slipping, even if they get in the 8th seed, and who knows if they're going to play OKC, San Antonio. OKC had a game against San Antonio earlier this week, and we talked about San Antonio and their system. Like the Patriots, no matter who they got in there, they still tend to win. They watched them the other night against Dallas, It's a big game. Dallas has been playing well. They're on the outside looking. I don't think they're going to make the playoff stuff. But they play well. They're playing well without Tony Parker. And who knows? OKC's playing well too, but I don't. They might be able to catch San Antonio, but I don't know, man. San Antonio, another 51 season. You know, another 51 season.
Already.
Is Tim Duncan possibly the best power forward ever to play the game?
That's not a question to me. That's not
Yes.
a question.
Ever played the game?
I believe so.
Because you got Karl Malone in that.
Karl Malone was great. He's great. He didn't get no rings.
He's better. He's better.
Forget about the rings.
Forget about the rings. He's just better than Karl Malone. I mean, look what he's done. He's accepted, you know, Parks. Like, listen, this is not your team no more. This is Tony Parker's team, and he's adjusted well. He's adjusted real well. There's 50 wins. What they got out there? This kid Leonard, he's the next James Worthy.
Yeah.
He's the next one. He got a little Worthy in him. He got a little big.
What is Kevin Garnett? Is he a small forward, power forward?
Power forward.
So I think that might be his closest in this era. Is Kevin Garnett. Dirk Nowitzki, is he power? Is he small?
Power forward. Power forward. Look at Larry Bird. Larry Bird was a small forward though. Yeah. But he was almost a power forward though. Because they had
position player.
Kevin McHale. You know,
well, because you had Robert Parrish there. That's
right.
I mean, actually, Duncan played center, really, but he's really classified as a power forward. We got classifying him as who's a better center. We're always going to say, well, definitely not Duncan.
Oh, no, yeah. So power forward wise, he might be the best to ever play the game. Top three. Top three in NBA history.
I don't see anybody better.
Top three in NBA history. Like I said, Lakers won last night. They beat Indiana 99-93 without Kobe. Denver, we talked about that game. They beat Memphis. So these teams in the West climbing. Golden State got blown out by Chicago last night, though. Golden State's slipping a little bit. Chicago, after getting blown out by 30 and then 30 again twice, they won a big game in Golden State last night, which I didn't think they went. Basketball's a funny game, man. You never know. You know what I'm saying? What's the next 5 games? After Utah. I know they got Utah.
Orlando.
Do they come home after Utah? I thought they played OKC.
They got
Clippers.
No, they got
Orlando.
What they got?
They got Orlando at Toronto. It's a home and home. At Toronto, then back in the Garden. Then at Boston and then Memphis. That's going to be a heavy one.
Where they play Memphis at?
They play Memphis at the Garden.
At the Garden?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
that's going to be a good game. That's going to be really good.
If Melo's ready to play, I say play him tomorrow. If he's not, then sit him out. And if you're not going to play him tomorrow, then don't play him against Utah.
Please.
Just wait till you get home. But you really don't want to go 0-5 on the road swing. And you got the Nets right on your tail.
Yeah.
So you really don't want to lose that third spot, because you might lose the second spot right now. You don't want to fall in the fourth place. You really don't. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why you fall in the fourth place, possibly fifth place will stop, and then you're looking at Boston's. Then you ain't got home field in the first round.
You got home court advantage. No home court advantage.
As of right now, I think all 5. I don't want to see him blow his knee out.
Okay.
I do too.
I want to
keep him off.
Right now, do you think Knicks make it out of the first round?
That was always a scary thought. We never. It's hard to believe that we felt ourselves confident enough that whoever we played in the first round is going to be. I mean, hopefully, if we make at least that number 2 seed, that we can. But then who are we looking at? Probably beating Boston, maybe. But then that's a.
Right now, you're looking at
a rivalry.
You're looking at Atlanta in the first round. Yeah. I mean, that you should be able.
They can be Atlanta.
Josh Smith shouldn't be a problem.
Atlanta's playing better ball right now, though. That season, that series can go down to the final game, possibly. The way the Knicks are playing right now. If Melo don't get healthy, though.
They need all their players back so that they can start seeing who's going to be around and so that they can play. Because right now with Kenya Martin's just starting into the second 10-day contract.
You got to give him 6 fouls.
Oh, we're going to give him a third.
No, he's there for the rest of the year. He's got to be there for the rest of the year.
It's finalized.
He's there for the rest of the year. Another team in the East that we got to give up.
Let me tell you something before you finish. If you slip, you play Chicago.
Okay. You don't want to play Chicago.
You don't want to play Chicago.
If you slip into what place is that?
That's fourth place.
Fourth place?
And we'll play Atlanta.
What if they slip into 5th place?
They'll end up playing.
How many games back is Boston? What's Boston's record?
Boston right now is 35-29.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
And the Knicks are 38-25.
Yeah, 38-25.
Nets at 38-27.
Indeed. 3 games back, man. I mean, they can easily catch up, especially on this West Coast swing. It's going to be interesting coming down to April.
Basketball's about to get real.
It's going to get real tight.
Another thing that's interesting, Mustafa, is those Miami Heat, won 21 games in a row, and they're winning it in exciting fashion. They beat Milwaukee last night.
I said that last week that we could possibly go 22 until we face Boston. You know, that's Boston is our only nemesis.
No, they're not even stopping them. Nothing's stopping them right now. I don't know what's going on.
I don't think anything might stop him.
Might
be a new record.
You heard Paul Pierce. He said he don't care. He can't stand them. You know what I'm saying? But you know what?
Yeah, that was girly.
Funny, right? but you know what? Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh's response was, I don't blame him. Yeah. Listen, if I was another team, I don't want them to keep winning. I don't want to hear. I don't want to keep hearing them on ESPN and what have you. So listen, the players are real though. But you know, Boston, Miami, that's a strong series though. Yeah. And I'm sure, you know, you never know against Toronto. That could be a trap game tomorrow night. Thinking about Boston, you know what I'm saying? Going into Toronto. You never know.
They seem like they're on drive right now.
But they're on drive. They're playing well.
Yeah.
They're playing well. They're beating teams LeBron's not even playing well right
Bosh did it all last night.
I mean, LeBron played well last night. He had 28, 10 and 7. Right. Bosh had another big game. Dwayne Wade, 15 games, 20 games in a row. He scored 20 points. 20 points or more. He's healthy. We talked about him early in the season. I'm sorry we even said anything about him. Where Westbrook,
Barkley, man.
Westbrook, we said that too. Westbrook is just as good as Wade, but you know something, he's healthy. And they're playing on another level right now.
Westbrook, I think he might be better than Dwayne Wade.
He's not in control. He's not in control.
Yeah, Westbrook will be shaking up.
Westbrook is up and down though. Westbrook is up and down with Durant. D Wade's not up and down with Melo. I mean with
Nah, he be up and down. D Wade be up and down.
When?
He be up and down.
When? He can take over the game just like Westbrook can. I'm not giving you that. You know what? Russell's out of control though.
Yeah,
Russell's out of control.
He doesn't get the call. He runs into the locker room for no reason.
He's out of control.
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook has. He's put up 50 more shots than Kevin Durant.
D Wade used to almost beat up Michael Beasley on TV.
True.
All the time. Stop.
He didn't run to the
But he would embarrass him on national TV.
Yeah.
Yo, but Beasley needed to step his game up.
Beasley's not Durant. Beasley's not LeBron. So that's another thing.
His Miami next 5 games: Toronto, at Boston, at Cleveland, home to Detroit and Charlotte. I got them losing to Cleveland.
You got them losing to Cleveland?
At Cleveland.
They're on the road. Who knows when they're gonna lose?
Talk about LeBron?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Kyrie's not playing, right?
Kyrie's not playing.
Nah, stop it. Stop it.
No,
All right, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. A big game like Boston, then an emotional game like Boston, then you got to play Cleveland. Don't be surprised.
Cleveland doesn't matter no more to LeBron.
LeBron's gonna sleep in his bed that night.
I think the trap game is tomorrow against Toronto. You know, they get past Toronto, blow them out. Then I think they can get past Boston because Boston's gonna be ready to play, and they did lose in Boston last time they played in overtime.
Yeah, they coming back and they killing everybody.
They
Kill Bill tour. I told you that.
They're on another stratosphere right now. I was telling you that a couple of weeks ago. We talked with the Knicks, and the Knicks are fading. Miami's playing like the Knicks were playing at the beginning of the year, if not even better.
Miami's playing.
You think maybe
I'm gonna tell you who one of the big key opponents is my man Birdman.
Miami's playing. Miami are playing like the '95 Bulls right now.
They've lost 2 games since Birdman's been there. Yeah. He gives them that big presence in the middle, which they've been lacking.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
72 wins. I mean, how many losses they got already? They got like 10 losses.
They're 50 and 14.
All right, so that's how.
50 and 14. So they're not gonna,
Definitely.
So listen, they're trying to catch Houston. Houston had 22 wins back in 08, 09. 07, 08, so we'll see how that goes.
And the nugget for that, Shane Battier was on that team too.
Yes.
In the Houston
team, Shane Battier. And he was on a 30-game winning streak in Duke. So.
Okay. but they're just playing at another level right now. They're the best team right now in the NBA, without a doubt. Without giving we should be giving more props to San Antonio because they match up well against them. OKC don't match up well against them.
Yeah, you can see that last year.
You can see that this year, and they've got that in their mindset where OKC can't mess with them. Before we go on to free agency, let's talk about the Puerto Rico team beating U.S. team in baseball, and these World Baseball Classics not really getting exposure that they should get.
Yeah, not at all.
Right now it's basketball season. It's March Madness. It's a bad time to play.
It's the wrong time to play.
It's the only time they can play the game, but it was the same thing the last time they had it when March Madness came in because they were still stuck into this. It's a competition here in the United States and the other places in the world. The World Baseball Classic is the biggest thing going on right now. That's for them. That's the all-stars of the world in baseball to watch. For us, we're ready to look forward to making our brackets out. Oh, there's a baseball game on some cable channel I haven't found out yet.
And baseball season about to start.
In the first. Yankees play Boston the first.
Preseason.
In Yankee Stadium.
We don't send our best players there.
That works out.
So it doesn't even seem like it's a better game.
It's going to work out. Who the Mets play? David Wright's out for a little while, right?
Yeah, broke his back in this.
And you know what? It's funny that the Mets wanted him to not play in this tournament.
But they needed him to play. He needed to play.
I want to see that guys do bad this year, yo. I'm serious. I want to see Mets do bad again.
It's still New York when both baseball teams play.
All right, don't worry about it.
But they don't have nobody.
For us, Argentina, we'll be all right. We'll be all right.
It's gonna be all right.
Yeah, we will.
Y'all gonna win 60 games?
60. Whoa.
What the team they got? Who they got? Who they got? Who they got?
I always wish well for the Mets.
I'm dead serious. Who the hell do the Mets got besides David Wright?
Because David Wright.
That's true. And I grew up a Met fan.
It's like the 1980 Mets again.
I grew up a Met fan. You know, Tom Seaver, Jerry Kuzman, Wayne Garrett, A. Cranepool, John Milner, you know, Tommy Agee, you know, Dave Kingman, them guys, Dwight Gooden. Now listen, Strawberry, George Foster. George Foster was the real. He was the real guy when he played with Cincinnati, though.
Yeah.
Okay, the big red machine when they had him and Johnny Benson, them guys. And
Joe Morgan.
Joe Morgan. But the Mets is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
A lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Okay,
we'll be all right.
We'll get to them.
Rebuilding.
We'll get to them. The rebuilding ain't even worse. We'll get to them in a minute. They
haven't started.
They lost their best players. You get rid of the knuckleballer who won 20 games for you last year.
He played good in the competition.
We're not talking about the competition right now.
Yeah,
talking about the Mets.
He pitched good for us last year. We gave him up. But we're in the rebuilding stage.
Johan Santana is your equivalent to Carl Pavano.
True that.
Yeah, we'll talk about
that. We got time for that.
You got 148 home runs off the shelf, so don't talk about us.
Yankees are gonna be better than the Mets.
Listen,
so I'm saying
home runs don't define the Yankees.
Last year they did.
They better now.
But it's okay.
You got nothing right now. 148 home runs. It's gone. It's gone.
Stop.
Hey, I gotta come back.
I
would like to have 148 home runs.
Start off the show good. This is your show.
You got your whole team and you got 148.
Don't mess that up. You had Cuse, you got Brooklyn playing good.
Yo, I gotta defend my Mets.
No, right now. Right now is not the good time to defend them, man. Let's talk free agency. Let's talk about free agency or football.
58. Take it home.
We're gonna take it home with free agency, and then we're gonna talk about this big UFC fight tonight. So must watch. Free agency, top guys, man. You know, guys are coming, going. Teams are making their pitch for the Super Bowl. Let's start off with the biggest one of them all, Antoine Bolden.
That wasn't the biggest.
One up.
You know what the biggest one was. Stop. Are you being humble?
The West Walker. Yeah, I'm being humble.
All right.
I'm giving everybody their props though. But one of the biggest ones who started off the free agency this year was the Antoine Bolden going from the Ravens to San Francisco. Ravens losing their whole damn team.
Ravens losing their team.
Ravens losing their whole damn team.
You talking to me? All right.
Lost that defense.
But the Ravens are the champ.
Over here.
Ravens are the champ, so that's why.
You know,
Ed Reed could be gone. They lost their linebackers. Lost their defensive tackle. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
So
if things don't go right, who do you blame? The elite quarterback?
you gotta blame him because you gave him all the money.
You gave him all the money.
And how good does Tom Brady look taking less money? But they still
Everybody always does that.
No,
Everybody's just blowing up. Everybody does that every year. A lot of guys do that. Come on, stop it. Everybody does that.
We'll get to New England in a second. We'll get to the New England thing in a second. Actually, don't even get to them in a second. Let's get to them right now. You let go of Wes Walker. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to give him the money he deserves. Because you think he's a slot receiver.
But who did they pick up?
They pick up, what's this kid's name?
Danny Amendola.
But Amendola's not healthy,
Thank
though.
you!
He's not healthy, Mustafa. He's not healthy, though. He's never healthy. He played, what,
Never.
6 games, 9 games? He's not catching 100 passes.
You don't look like a Patriot. You don't
He's good, though.
Yeah.
But he's not catching 100 passes. And he's not a Wes Walker. He's not a Wes Walker. Not a Wes Walker. You could have put more money on the table for Wes Walker. He wanted to stay in New England. They didn't want to give him the money. So you know what? He leaves one Hall of Fame quarterback and goes to possibly one of the best quarterbacks of all time. And Denver, which is Peyton Manning, was possibly can put them over the hump right now.
Very much good.
Wait, but that Doomerville thing was.
They're gonna resign him. They're gonna resign him.
All right, okay.
They're gonna resign him.
Right.
That was. They
was
took
crazy.
that. They took that to the last minute. They talked about him re-signing him at 325. His work don't go into 359.
Comes in fall 7.
Comes in fall 7. That's crazy. And he's willing to make the pay cut from $12 million to $8 million. So he's gonna come back.
All right.
He's gonna come back.
Yeah.
I don't think there's no doubt about that. They also pick up the cornerback from the Ravens too.
Yeah.
Corey Williams, right?
Yeah.
All right, Corey Williams. So Denver's loaded.
Yeah, Denver goes to New England this year to play.
That's a big game. Mark that on your
calendar.
calendar.
Mark that. Hey,
San Francisco also signs defensive tackle Glenn Dorsey.
Great move.
Big pickup.
Very big.
Big pickup. But they lost the Samoan kid too.
Great. Oh yeah.
They lost the Samoan kid.
And they pick up no, they let go of Alex Smith. They let go of Alex Smith.
Of course you're gonna let go of Alex Smith. He goes to KC. Let's talk about some guys. Greg Jennings, he goes to the Vikings. Good pickup. You know, if you're not gonna go back to Green Bay, might as well go to the Vikings in your division. You're in the division. Pats, like I said, they made a big. Listen, you got Dwight Freeney coming in there. See, you got John Abraham coming in the camp possibly. I don't see both of them guys being let go. Possibly one of them you let go, but I can see them snatching on one of them. Possibly Freeney. You get Adrian Wilson, the free safety, because you lost Chunk. You know what I'm saying? That they, you know, you think they slipping, but they're not to a degree. Then you pick up Neil Washington, a great punt returner.
Great.
You know what I'm saying? Great punt returner, not a good punt returner, but a great punt returner. So, you know, New England's still in the mix.
They know how to replenish those ranks over there.
What do you think about Steven Jackson going to Atlanta?
I think that dude
I
was
hated
a broken horse.
I hated it. No, I wish the Giants could have picked
He
him
was
up.
a broken horse.
I disagree with you.
Over.
I disagree with you.
Michael
great
Turner.
pickup.
I think that's a great
Michael
pickup.
Turner was a broken horse.
Great pickup.
Well,
He
last
ain't
time
got to
he
run
played
as
the
hard.
season.
He ain't got to run as hard. He's got
He
upper
played
backs.
He think he missed only one game this year though.
That's it.
Yeah.
He's got upper backs that'll work with him, that can run to. It's all in all, it's a great thing for him.
I think it's a good. It's about time he's went to a winner. He's
Plus,
played
they're a passing
a lot.
team. They don't have to depend on him for the run all the time.
But
Great pickup.
They still need to run.
Got
If
him.
he stays healthy, it's a great pickup. But he's just always hurt.
Is he good out the backfield though, like with passing?
Yeah,
He's
he's
no
great out the
hands.
backfield with
Yeah.
passing. We should have picked him up.
Good hands.
I was hurt that we didn't pick him up.
Good hands. KC also makes a splash. You pick up Alex Smith. They can play with Denver in that AFC West there. Don't sleep on KC because they was supposed to win the West this year without Peyton. I mean, until Peyton Manning came there, the AFC West. I mean, they had a bad year last year, but they pick up Alex Smith. They pick up Mike DeVito from the Jets. Right? Look what else they pick up. They pick up Donnie Avery. They re-signed David Bowie. Okay. You pick up Sean Smith, the cornerback from the Dolphins. You got the offensive lineman Jeff Schwartz. So listen.
But is Alex Smith that quarterback?
Alex Smith doesn't turn the ball over.
Okay.
Alex Smith got
He's
where they were.
He's a good manager of the game. You know, he's like a Chad Pennington type quarterback. He's not going to turn the ball over. He's not really going to make mistakes. He's a good manager of the game. Okay. And you got Andy Reid there who needed to change the pace. He's in Kansas City now, so watch out for Kansas City. Philadelphia. NFC East.
Oh,
They picked up a bunch of players. They're trying to make a run here. They pick up Kenny Phillips from the Jets. From the Giants. You know what I'm saying? They pick up cornerback Gary Williams. They got who else they picked up? They picked up Connor Baldwin from the Texans, the linebacker right there. They got the safety from Patriots, Patrick Chung.
Oh yeah, they did too.
They got the other linebacker, Bradley Fletcher. They pick up the tight end from the Texans, James Casey. They got the defensive tackle. They got the defensive tackle from the San Francisco 49ers. Trey. They could pick up Isaac. What's his name? Spagata, something like that.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, they got him. They got the other linebacker from Carolina, Jason Phillips. Listen, and they possibly could be getting. And does Geno Smith go to the Eagles? You know what I'm saying? Does he go to the Eagles? They're looking at him. They like him. So Eagles made a big splash. Another team made a big splash. Seahawks. Seahawks trying to compete with San Francisco. You pick up Percy Harvin. I don't think it was worth them giving up a number one, but you got him in there. You know what I'm saying? You got it. They also picked up Cliff Averill, the guy from Indianapolis, the guy, the defensive tackle. You got Michael Bennett, the defensive lineman from the Lions. The defensive end from the Lions. Speaking about the Detroit Lions, they made a splash. Picked up Reggie Bush, somebody they did. They could be the next greatest show on turf. You know what I'm saying? With him and Megatron.
Out the backfield, Bush can catch it, and that's what Max Stafford. But I want to get back to Seattle. I want to get back to Seattle.
Yeah, get back to Seattle.
Russell Wilson and Percy Harvin is going to be a crazy combination.
If Percy
stays healthy,
you know what I mean?
When I tell you about the last show, Tylenol, bro. Just let that brother take the Tylenol. He'll be all right.
Well, stop. What is it? What is migraines with Percy Harvin? When you suffer from migraines, that's just not like regular headaches. You can say.
Well, most of the time, it could be cluster or it could be vascular. The more serious one would be vascular, where you can have migraines due to blood clotting or either just what they call vascular abnormalities like tortuous veins and stuff. But hopefully for him it's nothing as serious. Hopefully it's it could be also related to the amount of head injuries received too. You remember every time you make a hit, your brain is impacting. So hopefully that it's not a serious problem.
Well, he played 9 games last year. The only thing with him is staying healthy. But when he's out there, though, he's one of the most dangerous guys in the league. Without a doubt.
Came in the league.
The Bills, Mustafa, because Fitzpatrick, you only signed this kid, Manuel Lawson, linebacker. You got Tavares Jackson. Y'all could be possibly looking at Geno Smith also. You know what I'm saying?
Kevin Carl.
Kevin Carl. You need a quarterback. You need a quarterback.
There are a few quarterbacks out there.
Do you go through the draft? Do you like Kevin Carl? Do you like what's out there?
I think the offensive coordinator for Syracuse, I was talking with Dr. Pasquale, who's an advocate of us, and he was like, what would be a good pickup for us is that if we get the quarterback coming out of Syracuse, being that he already knows the system.
Similar to what Miami did last year with Tannehill and the offensive coordinator.
I don't know if it'd be effective, but
I think you should go after Kevin Carl or possibly Geno Smith. You need something.
I like an experienced quarterback.
You need an experienced quarterback. You don't need a freshman.
You lost somebody off the draft.
I don't know, but everybody. Luck was a freshman when he came in, and look at him now.
That was a special year.
Luck is luck. We all knew Luck would be.
This year's draft isn't that strong. Especially with quarterbacks.
We all knew Luck would be what he is. We all knew RG3 would be what he is. We didn't know Russell Wilson would be what he is. We knew Tannehill he was up and down. You understand what I'm saying?
You thought he was going to be what he is right now.
He is what he is. He wasn't a bad pickup. But Russell Williams was definitely the steal of the draft.
Absolutely.
Last year.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt. Steal of the draft.
True.
Steal of the draft.
So Tavares Jackson's not like the answer?
I like him.
I like Tavares Jackson. Why not? You might as well give him a shot. You might as well give him a shot.
Hey, listen, if you're not going to pick up a quarterback, why not? You said you like
and everybody laughed, but on PlayStation, he the man.
Because you can run him out of the backfield. Speaking of my team, I think we've been making noise. Picked up Mike Wallace, I think top wide receiver in the free agency draft. Picked up Jets tight end, which is a big look of Dustin. Kansas City also picked up Anthony Fasano. He plays for us too, though. He's a good blocking tight end. He's got hands. Dolphins picked up Mike Wallace, Justin Keller. They picked up this kid Brandon Gibson.
Mm-hmm.
So we got four good receivers now.
We got somebody, Ellaby from the Ravens.
We got Ellaby from the Ravens. We got Mike Wheeler from the Oakland Raiders, because we're gonna let go of Dansby and Burnett. Dansby was good, but he wasn't a good cover guy. He couldn't cover nobody. You know what I mean? He made too many mistakes. Linebackers was killing us, and you got to have linebackers covering those tight ends in the AFC, especially when you're playing against the Pats. So make some big moves. We got Danny Grimes coming in. We're looking at him. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can re-sign Jake Long, because that thing with St. Louis is taking too long. And if he was going to sign with St. Louis, you've been out there 3 days. You come back because they didn't franchise him though. So you know, players get an attitude when you know franchise tag him and he's looking for the money that he think he deserves. But he's been hurt for the last 2 years. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's been hurt for the last 2 years. So, but Dolphins are making some noise, and I really like what we've done. You know what I'm saying? Especially at the offensive end where we needed help. We needed a running back. We'll look at that through the draft. We need an offensive tackle. We need a cornerback, and hopefully we get Grimes, and hopefully we get somebody in the draft too, because we picked 12. You know what I'm saying? Want to speak about the Jets? We got about 3 minutes left.
The Jets are doing absolutely nothing.
We lose Landry.
We lose Landry. We lose Green. We lost DeVito. We lost Poole. We lost Scott. We lost Keller. It's clear that the Jets pressed the reset button. That's clear as day. That happened right now. So preparing, 3-13.
But you're keeping Tebow.
The draft isn't.
They cut Tebow. Didn't they cut
Tebow? Wait, what time is it? Is it 4 o'clock? It's not 4 o'clock yet, right? Because at 4 o'clock, if they don't pay Revis, they got to give them a $1 million bonus.
Right.
At 4 o'clock, so maybe something to happen.
Big talk about Revis going to Tampa Bay. You think that happens though?
Hey, let's do it, man. We already the team is gone.
Might as well.
Come on, you gonna pay him this money?
They're trying to get at least a first round draft.
Revis
got to at least get a first round draft.
You can get first, second, maybe. I don't know if you get a first because of his ACL, but you definitely can get 3-4 picks for Revis right now.
Yeah,
I think that's the way to go.
Hey, listen, everybody's gone. There's no reason to keep him. I think they're keeping Rex around and Mark just because he don't want to waste any more money cutting them, or they'll be going too.
Okay.
So this is going to be a bad year. I see 3-13, and.
But you know what? I like the David Garrard thing coming in. You possibly can pick up Kevin Cobb too. You need some competition back there with Mark Sanchez. Yes, without a doubt. You need more. You also picked up the running back from.
We win 6 games, I'll be blown away.
Okay. Okay. Giant news.
No.
Quiet.
I mean, we signed Louis Murphy.
Very quiet.
Really
we're not even active in this.
What is that? We lose. Yeah, we lose Bennett to Chicago.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what that was about.
Okay, all right.
We need a couple of tight ends. I wonder what the draft is all about.
Edry goes to Houston, possibly.
Maybe.
We got to shut down the show, man. It's a great show, man. It always goes quick. Before we know it, check out that UFC fight tonight.
GSP.
And
Diaz. Should be a good fight.
Should be a great fight.
Lightweight championship. I give it a GSP. He's just been in it too long.
Okay.
He's been in it too long.
All right. But that's it, man. We got to go. It's the Hammer, my man Mustafa, doing what he does. You know what I'm saying? Kung Fu Panda, doing your thing.
Panda
Nation. Trey, thanks for stopping in like always, babe. This is your man Hammer for On the Block Sports Talk. We out.
Okay, make sure you check us out, youtube.com/dbnebmusic. If you want to check out any of our shows on the post tip, we always come on every Friday at 8 a.m. in the morning. Channel 68, Bronxnet TV, Cablevision, Verizon TV, Channel 34. Okay. Also, the Miss Gabby Show that also comes on. You can check us out tonight. We got Rick Barrino, comedian sensation Rick Barrino, doing big things with Kevin Hart. And doing things for Martin Lawrence too. So check us out. Make sure you check us out. That's Gabby's show every Friday at 2 p.m. You can check out any of the shows you want. Just go to YouTube, dbnebmusic, and click on the links, and we in there. Okay, y'all have a good day.
We out.
All right.
Peace.
Stop it. On the block. Directed by Kenny Stafford.